Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Martians and aliens. We're not speciesists on this channel. Everybody's welcome. My name is Alan, and welcome to Mars, the Second Genesis. Many of the anomaly hunters, such as John Ward, Chris from Mars Anomalies and Beyond, Joe White from Our Alien TV, and Dave Gannett from Mars X3D The Evidence channel, and myself, has always believed that these so-called hills are in fact structures made to look like hills by NASA, and you certainly don't want to be listening to those idiots as they talk one load of garbage. I've been waiting for a decent panorama that was worth spending a lot of time on. One with decent quality, one that showed some structural elements, in addition to various things that would prove without a doubt that this is a structure, not a hill, or not a structure built on a hill, but an actual structure that was being censored. Well guys, I finally found the one, and this is it. So this series of videos, and there are going to be quite a few, will show you the whole panorama in sections, in X3D, and in colour. And the final video in the series will show you a sepia-toned version of the overall section, and we will clearly see structural beams and the actual structure, and it will leave you in no doubt whatsoever that this is a structure on Mars that shouldn't be there, according to NASA. And as I said, they talk one load of crap. They couldn't find a microbe in a pile of dog poop, but like all governments, they all seem to be in bed with one another with regards to the space race. Is it hard to believe that they are censoring these images so you don't see what's really on the surface of Mars? Or do you believe there's nothing there and it's only a cold and barren desert? I don't think so. If that's the case, where did all these anomalies come from that's on the surface of Mars? There's mechanical stuff, there's sculptures, there's carvings on the rock, there is mechanical looking bits, structural beams, architectural ruins, domes, things that look like spaceships. All these anomalies that all the anomaly hunters has found, there's thousands of them, and yet NASA has yet to find one microbe. What a pile of crap. Who is driving these rovers? Stevie Wonder? Are they blind? Can they not see this stuff? Lying on the surface of Mars, rotting away. What in God's name is wrong with these clowns? Whether it's the CIA, the NSA, or whoever it is, they all seem to be in cahoots with one another, and it seems as if all countries are working together. And I bet these clowns at the World Economic Forum have got something to do with this. Them and the bankers seem to be the ones that's yanking the strings of governments. Sick, twisted degenerates. These are the people who have got no life skills whatsoever. All they have is money. We take away their money, they are nothing. They have no vision, they have no talent, they are nothing but parasites. These so-called elites, the billionaires, in cahoots with all governments, they have messed up our planet. All they know is war and destruction, because that's where they get their money. Whatever happened with creativity, people creating art, structural art, like the Martians? Did they end up blowing themselves up like we're about to? Or did somebody else wipe them out? But whatever the answer is, one of the things I can tell you, there is something nefarious happening in our world. Okay guys, the image you see here is part of the panorama that you saw in the introduction. Now you may think this looks like a pile of rocks, and nothing could be further from the truth. And we're going to take a deep dive. So the image was captured by the Perseverance rover on Sol 456 and was captured with the left and right mastcams. The image you see here is the colour balanced version, and this is the Mordex version, and this is the darker version. So let's just take a pan through, just so you can see the image in all its glory. Just looks like a pile of rocks. Or is it? So guys, this is our first close-up. This is the colour balanced version. This is the enhanced Mordex version and a darker version. Now as you can see, we see some pieces that look quite mechanical. That could be a bolt or a rivet. But as you can see, this looks quite mechanical in nature, especially this bit here. And this is our next piece. This is the colour balanced version. This is the Mordex version. And this is the darker version. And as you can see, things don't look like rocks. In fact, this here looks like a face, the eye, the nose and the mouth. Looks like a face lying on the ground. And we have this piece here that looks like a neck. This bit at the end looks quite mechanical. This is our next image. This is the colour balanced image. This is the Mordex enhanced version. And this is the darker version. And as you can see, we seem to have mechanical looking pieces here. And this piece here at the bottom. This piece here. And this piece up here. And for our next close-up is this. This is the colour balanced version, our Mordex enhanced version, and the darker version. And as you can see here, guys, this is not rock. You can see these mechanical looking pieces here. This part here, and this part. And if you look at this part up here, you can clearly see this is not a rock, especially this piece here. And for our next anomaly, we have this. This is our Mordex enhanced version. We can see into the shadows a bit better. And this is our darker version. So we can clearly see again here, this is more mechanical than rock. This piece here. And look at this. And this bit here. And this is our next close-up. This is the Mordex enhanced version. And the darkened version. Now if you look at this, This looks like a head. We have the eye, the nose, and the mouth. And this part here seems to be some sort of hat. And for our next image is this. This is the part we've seen before, but this is zoomed in even more. This is a Mordex enhanced version, and this is the darker version. And we can see this is mechanical in nature. And we see this wee piece here, looks as if it's got a bit of corrosion on it. So that would indicate it could be metal. And for our next anomaly, or close-up, is this. Here's the Mordex version, and our darker version. Now, if we look at this piece here, it almost looks like a spinal column. We can see this is mechanical in nature, and the piece at the back as well. If you look, we've got 1, 2, 3 prong pieces. Just looking at it, you can clearly see this is mechanical in nature. You never know, it may be a wee Martian robot, or what's left of it. This is the colour balanced version of our next close-up. This is the Mordex enhanced version, and this is our darker version. Now, as you can see, this looks mechanical. Draw your attention to this piece. So you can see it looks mechanical in nature. And this is our next close-up. That's the colour balanced version. This is our Mordex enhanced version. And this is the darker version. Now we can see here, it looks like a wee bit of metal sticking out. And we can see at the back here, looks mechanical. This thing, whatever that is, definitely looks like metal that's corroded. We can see this part. And look here. Zoom in a wee bit so you can see. It's here at the back. And this, we've got 1, 2, 3 sort of scallops. And we've got this piece here. Show you a close-up of this back piece. And for our next close-up, we have this. This is our Mordex enhanced version. And this is our darker version. We'll go back to the Mordex version because you can see it better. And we'll zoom in this piece. We can see something mechanical here. Down here. And if you look at this piece here as well. And this is our next close-up. This is the Mordex enhanced version. And this is our darker version. I shall just give you a pan through. We'll go back to the Mordex enhanced version. And we'll take a close look at this here. We seem to have some sort of carving or hieroglyphs, or it could be mechanical in nature. And the same with this. And we have a slit right up here. And this is our next anomaly. That's Mordex Enhanced version. And a darker version. We'll go back to the Mordex Enhanced version. And I shall zoom in a wee bit and let you see it. Again, this looks mechanical in nature. And last but not least, we've got a closer version of this thing that looked like a spinal column. This is our Mordex Enhanced version. And I've opened up the shadows a wee bit to let you see this. And here is the darker version. So in conclusion, guys, do you think this is a series of rocks? Let's take a look back at the original image and I'll pan through it for you again. That's our spinal column, that's our face. So there you go, guys. That is not rock. So guys, as ever, I shall upload these X3D renders up to our Google Drive, where you can download them for free, and the link will be in the description. So with that, I'll bid you farewell, and I'll catch you in the next video.